So you've actually seen the bank transform from brick and mortar heavy operations to now digital operations, right? So we have seen a quite a big shift in the last 4 5 years. So when we talk about this shift, what are a couple of things that really inspired you and you said, "Wow, this is a great change"? Like maybe giving a loan in 2 3 minutes, something on that lines.
The major change that actually came into people's mind, or you can say that actually came out when unfortunately the COVID struck. That actually made the entire change in the perception of banking, in the perception of customer service and everything. This Gen AI concept, and because of this globalization of info, that actually made the entire banking system, entire finance system, investment system across globe a very dynamic place.
Key areas that you've actually seen a big shift, like some use cases where you're like, wow, I never knew that this could happen. That moment.
On the retail banking side, there was lot of things across banking systems. Whether an account is opening within some seconds, forget about minutes or days, which was earlier. It's just now within seconds you can have an account opened for you. Then from the credit perspective, from lending side, you can actually have a loan processed in some minutes, like not even an hour. It would be like some 15-20 minutes your loan is processed.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us. Can we have a round of introduction and could you take us through your career journey so far?
Yeah, thank you for having me here. And my name is Swati Kabi. So I am currently working with Kotak Mahindra Bank. So I have been in banking industry since last 15 years. So my entire journey includes from the business side, from the credit side, from the monitoring side, from digital initiatives. I am also involved. I have been also involved in earlier assignments. So yeah, it's quite a journey which is going on.
Yeah. So you've actually seen the bank transform from brick and mortar heavy operations to now digital operations, right? So we have seen a quite a big shift in the last 4 5 years. So when we talk about this shift, what are a couple of things that really inspired you and you said, "Wow, this is a great change"? Like maybe giving a loan in 2 3 minutes, something on that lines.
I think the major change that actually came into people's mind, or you can say that actually came out when unfortunately the COVID struck.
Right.
That actually made the entire change in the perception of banking, in the perception of customer service and everything. So there were many initiatives earlier also, which were going in a pace which is very much like a geometric progression kind of. But now after this entire upheaval that happened because of COVID, because of this rise of Gen AI concept.
Right.
AI concept was already there earlier also.
Absolutely, yeah.
But this Gen AI concept, and because of this globalization of info, that actually made the entire banking system, entire finance system, investment system across globe a very dynamic place.
Interesting.
So that is there, yeah.
Nice to know that. Like when you're talking about digitization and globalization and all of this. So key areas that you've actually seen a big shift, like some use cases where you're like, wow, I never knew that this could happen. That moment.
So on the retail banking side, there was lot of things across banking systems. Whether an account is opening within some seconds, forget about minutes or days, which was earlier. It's just now within seconds you can have an account opened for you. Then from the credit perspective, from lending side, you can actually have a loan processed in some minutes, like not even an hour. It would be like some 15-20 minutes your loan is processed. And so this was, I think, never thought in the entire credit parlance. Earlier, like if I'm going to speak to myself, which is like 15-20 years when I started my career, at that time thinking, oh really, can it happen?
I mean, is
But
it
at
even a
that time I
possibility?
couldn't even think of.
Yeah.
But this is something which is we are now, and maybe in future we are going to see a different kind of entire banking. Yes.
So will all of these pieces falling into place with customer getting a delightful experience, there's also fraud on the rise.
Yeah.
How and what are the types of fraud that you come across on an everyday basis in general, working scenario, and how do you plan to combat them? I mean, is it
So
decreasing
we-
pattern or increasing pattern?
I think it is the evolving pattern.
Interesting.
Because every time you think that you have fixed something,
Yeah.
the fraud mechanics will come out with some new challenge, and you wouldn't have thought, okay, यहाँ पर भी हो सकता
How
है,
they're so
kind of.
creative.
So I think they work. They are the most smartest mind. I think I should say that on a different parlance, if we say. But yes, the fraud has evolved. The fraud nature has evolved, and so do the mitigants too. And
Okay.
so too, we have also evolved in detection.
Right.
And this has been augmented with the intelligence that we have, with the data that we have, because because now it won't be wrong to say that data is the new oil. If you have the
Absolutely,
correct
yeah.
data and you know the correct massaging of it, and you put the correct codings, you know how to manage the data, then I think you can easily detect the fraud. So even if it's a credit card fraud or a personal loan fraud, or UPI fraud, or those kind of frauds, I think it is now very easily detectable too.
Interesting. To close our conversation, like what is the one thought that you have which you now dream of and say कि शायद ये नहीं हो पाएगा, but I think in the future this might be possible, but not right now. A vision for with AI.
Yeah, I think one thing that it's a very we can say very hopeful dream, or I think it's not a dream, but maybe it's just few steps away or few years away, that we can say that one day we would be like sitting here and there would be one iPad or there would be one laptop or anything. You just put your name in it, and you just put what you want. Like if you want a loan, you want an investment or something, you just put your name into it, and it can actually give everything. How much if you want this loan, then how much you would be you are eligible. If your investment strategy should look like this, if you want to have this kind of portfolio in the future. So I think that would be a very few years away, maybe, where you just have to put your name.
Interesting.
That's it. Your
And
name
your
or
entire
some
pattern.
PAN or something like that. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have to give anything. You don't have to give any consent. You don't have to be anything. But your name giving would be considered as a consent and everything. It would be on your tips.
Wow.
As a consumer, then you decide what you want.
Purchasing any product, any banking product would be so simple after that, right? I mean, I just have to do it on the go. That's
Yeah, I think the physical banking would be obviously there because we, as an
You
Indian,
really think this will be there, like physical banking?
yes, it would be there, because now we are sitting in Mumbai and we are thinking, but there are many rural areas too. So though they will have data, they will have net and everything, but sometime as an Indian, we have those feelings that there will be some establishment where we can go, because as a banking person, as a banker, we just do not only provide services, but we also provide guidance, and we also provide
True.
education to the customer on how to do, and this is very important in the rural areas.
That's where the personal touch is.
Yes, that personal touch. I think matlab that personal touch can only be given by human.
True.
So I think that would be there, but the banking will look entirely different.
Interesting. We'll keep that thought in mind, and thank you so much for being here with us and sharing your thoughts.
Thank you for me.